Brexit Ultimatum Johnson's deputy says Remoaners forced to choose Brexit deal or nothing. Sir Alan Duncan suggested it was possible for a second referendum to be held on the terms of the final Brexit deal, but denied claims it was viable for the UK to hold a second vote on whether the UK intends to leave the bitter bloc or not. This would only allow Britons to choose between Theresa May's final Brexit agreement or a no-deal outcome. Speaking in Berlin, Sir Duncan said, "It would, I suppose, be possible to ask the people in a referendum if they liked the exit deal or not, but that would mean the choice would be between the exit deal on offer or no deal at all. It would not in reality offer people the option of reversing the original decision to leave the EU." The Foreign Office official dispelled claims Brexit will not go ahead and that a second referendum on the UK's membership of the EU could occur. He continued, "Myth 1, Brexit might not happen. Myth 2, there will be a second referendum. Both of these myths are illogical and baseless. The people voted to leave the EU and the national mood is to accept the referendum and get on with it. Brexit is going to happen and we will be leaving the EU. Another referendum is not going to happen." He also warned that a rerun of the original Brexit referendum could threaten further political chaos, stating, "If it did, it would be significantly more politically divisive than the first referendum, and it would create lasting political distrust." However, Sir Duncan's suggestion that a vote on the final Brexit deal was possible was welcomed by anti-Brexit politicians from across the political spectrum. Labour MP Chukan Amuna said, "Alan Duncan is absolutely right to back the idea of a people's vote on the final Brexit deal. As a Foreign Office Minister, and Deputy to Boris Johnson, he must know as well as anybody what an utter shambles Brexit has become. The negotiations are a mess, the cabinet is in chaos, and Parliament is paralysed by party political game playing." Alan Duncan seems to have finally recognized that the best way out of this quagmire is for the people to decide whether the deal is good enough. Darren Jones MP, a supporter of the anti-Brexit campaign group Best for Britain, added, "Though Alan Duncan has tried to shut the door on that vote giving people the option to remain, the floodgates are now well and truly open. The public don't want or deserve a false choice, gamed by the government. They want a real say. That is why, once the Prime Minister has agreed a deal with Brussels and we finally know what Brexit will look like, that deal must be put to the people." However, Mrs May rejected the notion of a second referendum or a vote on the final Brexit deal. She said, "The best way to get the worst deal would be to suggest that we agree to a second referendum, but it's more than that. It would actually be betraying the British people. This Parliament gave them the vote and it is up to us to deliver on the result of that vote."